Alright, guys, I've got some of you guys asking me about vinyl work, I guess you might call it. So, obviously, if you upgrade your car full, then all this paint or vinyl, yes, if you want to apply any vinyl, it's going to ask you to remove any official vinyls. And Really, there isn't anything official. I mean, it is official paint color. Maybe slightly darker orange without it being quote unquote official. But still, I mean, base color is this orange color. So obviously, you have all these extra vinyl packs that you can purchase. But they do okay. 8 gold isn't too bad, but because I'm cheap and stingy, I try to stick to basics if I can, and you'll be amazed how many different kinds of shapes you can create, kind of juxtaposing and layering, uh, in a way manipulating these how the layers work. So I'll start with something basic, just to explain. I'm sure most of you guys already know how to do this, but just in case, because when I started out, I had no clue. In fact, I think I might still have some of the original, like my first few vinyl work, which is number one, pretty basic, and number two, they're terrible. But hey, you know what? You can look at those and go, oh, I guess we all have to start somewhere. Exactly. So, we'll start with some racing stripe type of things. So, to begin with, you can put a square. Now, what I like to do if I'm doing like a stripes, have the paint through. So, what that does is it basically paints through. If you apply it in the back, it'll come straight all the way through the front. So if you want any design to kind of come through the car, like if you apply from the left side, it'll show up on the right side. If you do it in an angle, it'll show up on the opposite angle, basically. So if you do it in, let's say, this corner, that'll show up on this corner, and so on. So anyway, let's see. And then you can choose different colors. Let's see, how's black? Yellow, green, red, probably not, blends too much, purple, blue, pink, and what is it, maroon? You get the idea. And what I like to call like the community pool teal. Let's stick to some sort of a cleaner color. So we'll go with the white for now. And in order to align things up perfectly, I would just juxtapose one on top of the other, and you can zoom in, and then you can line up. As you can see, there we go. That looks pretty good. And then now I have paint. Now I don't have it at the bottom, so maybe I can bring the first one down a little bit. That looks pretty good. Does it go down far enough? In the front it does, but in the back not really. So then I can bring this guy down because it does not need to be as high. We'll get it lined up close enough. There we go. And then the bottom, that's gonna be enough, maybe. Just enough. All right, so, and if you're thinking, wow, that line is really chunky, that looks ridiculous, and then I would say I agree. So let's make it a little bit skinnier. Now, if you purchase the stripes pack. For 20 gold, you can just apply a single thing that's skinny, like one of those that you see. But 20 gold in my book is a lot of gold. So, not for vinyl. I would have a difficult time justifying spending that much gold. I like vinyl stuff, but not that much. So, the way we can make it skinny is apply another one. But how about we do this one mirror? So if we like to have the, let's say, center stripe, then we can do it, like that or something like that. Maybe really make it, here, let's see if we can do it with the surrounding that little emblem logo. Something like that. And then if you're wondering, that just looks silly. What is that, a picture of a piston? Oh, maybe it is. Nope. We'll create another one, but this time, instead of doing the mirror, which shows up obviously left and right, we'll do paint through. I use the mirror so I can know exactly where the center point is. Then you can do something like that, kind of line it up. Like that. Okay, good enough. And now that one goes all the way through. And obviously it's chopped off in the middle. And then we'll apply the same thing on the other side. Kind of that bottom half. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Is it crooked? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, that's not bad. That's kind of a fun design. So sometimes you accidentally come across designs you might not have intended, but find it interesting otherwise. But since we're dealing with the just simple stripe designs here, so now I switch back to the paint through mode on the first one, because now I have kind of a alignment template, if you will, to work with. And I can apply the remaining one on that last corner, and then there we go. We got a thinner stripe, right? And then if you want to do another one of those, then you just have to create a small one, like underneath maybe. I mean, you can do it go on both sides, but for our purpose, let's see if we can do it just on one side. So there's that. Then maybe we'll make it a little bit darker shade. Why not? And then now you get the idea. We cover it up with the original paint color. Like that. And maybe there's the top part. There we go. And then now we got, thicker and thinner different lines to start off with. So yeah, pretty basic, obviously. But you can apply these kind of ideas for varying degrees to make it more elaborate designs. So for example, another type of things you can do when you're doing this is, I don't know, we'll see how this one works out, but what I'm gonna try to do is, here, let's give it a number. I'll put a circle for number, and this one we'll do mirror. So we can have, let's see, have a black outline, and we'll create another one with a white center, kind of line it up. There we go, close enough. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be exact science. Something like that. And then, I don't know, easy number to deal with. Obviously number 8 is a bunch of circles, so that works. But that is, how about we try, let's try like something like number 7. Right, so we can get fancier or keep it simple. We'll do kind of a simpler one in this case. So I suppose we can start with a rectangle. Maybe that would be better. We'll see. So nice straight line. And then I can go in with a triangle to kind of carve out, if you will, areas that we don't want to show. This is gonna look kind of goofy, but that's all right. So we got one like that. All right, I might have to actually chop out one corner first so it doesn't look too big. Or here, let's go back and make that a little bit smaller. I think I might have got a little carried away there. So we'll start with that. And now we'll go in with the white triangle. Let's start with this corner. You can try to chop out a bit on this side. And if it's difficult to see how triangles lining up, you can change color to kind of see it. Let's try that, and then maybe add another one underneath to cover all the way down. There we go. And once it's done, we can change it back to the plain white. Then go on the inside. I will try to carve out something in here as well. Looks like I might have to go back and change the angle on the other one because that's a little too steep. So there's that. So we'll go back and make it a little less steep. Let's say like something like this. Let's change the color on that one too. And you can do something like that. So now let's go back and change. Oh, that's not what I want to do. All to white. And now we got a little top heavy number 7. Obviously, if you spend more time, you can make it look much better, but for the sake of tutorial, and now it shows up as whatever that is on the other side because I did the did I do mirror? Yeah, I did the mirror. What if I do paint through? Yep, same thing. Doesn't really matter, I guess. So there you go. A simple numbering scheme and some different ways of applying stripes. So there you go. Not as plain as the original. I'll probably change it up a bit more. But for now, that would be kind of the very basics on how you can get started on applying some different vinyls with using really minimal resources. So there you go. All right. And obviously, you can apply some different things, and I'll do another video in the future for a little bit more, I don't know, what you call it, advanced use of basic vinyl, because the Yes, that picture of the lion in the corner for the Mobizen recorder, that actually is from my 918, the Visec package vinyl, and that was done all only using the basic shapes as well. So this goes on to show you, you're only limited by the power of your imagination. So have fun, and we'll see you in, I guess, what is that? The third goal. So we'll do that. All right, take care.